Calum, a really disappointing end result tonight. How do you assess that one?
Look, I think we've lost the game in a 12-minute spell. Conceding 3 goals, 4 if you include the one that got disallowed. I think it's at any level, it's obviously going to lose you games. And it's the story of the last few weeks has been a little bit like that, where we've maybe played well, but we probably didn't even play well today, and we found ourselves 2-0 up. And when you're in that position, you've got to know how to manage the game. You've got to know how to capitalise on that. And look, obviously, air at the top of the table challenging, and that's the difference why we're in mid-table, at the minute, and that's why we're still, a little bit away from the playoffs at both ends. And we've got to make sure that we're back on it and we're covered for Saturday and then on to Tuesday.
It was a game we didn't start particularly well. We were probably pinned back in the first 20-25 minutes, but we grew into the first half. We started to enjoy a bit of possession, and we probably couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. But I suppose from there on in, our game management has got to be much better.
Yeah, look, I think obviously we're under the cosh the first 20, probably 30 minutes, and then we figured out how to press them a wee bit better with releasing the midfielders. And that's maybe got to come from us on the pitch a little bit earlier, because it can't come from the coaching staff all the time. It's difficult. We've got to take responsibility for that. At the same time, when we're 2-0 up, us on the pitch, we've got to take responsibility with making sure we manage that game in the correct manner, and make sure we're limiting their chances. And look, I think at times we're all really frustrated at that result, and we all know that we can do better, and I think it's. But, again, we've got to park it. Football moves on very quickly. And we've got Saturday. And look, come next Tuesday, we could be moving 2 points closer to Partick. 2 points behind Partick again in that 4th spot. So, you know how things are in the Championship. It's so tight and it's so close. And look, we can still get that momentum going. We've had 2 clean sheets at the last 3 games, which is positive. So hopefully we can, park this game and move on.
And I've just touched on that with the manager there. Obviously, with such a big cup tie to look forward to on Saturday, it's important that disappointment doesn't linger, despite the fact that as a squad you will still need to analyse what went wrong today.
Yeah, look, I think we're all really, really excited for that, for the quarter-final of the Scottish Cup. It's a massive occasion, for a lot of boys in this career, in the club, in their career, this might be the biggest game they're ever going to play in. It might be the biggest game I'm ever going to play in. So you've got to make sure you remember that and we treasure that. But, we've got to make sure that we leave nothing out there, but that, in saying that as well, it's got to be the same in every single Championship game. Every single game we play, we've got to be making sure that it's everything. And I know the boys do, but the frustration from everyone is, in the dressing room, it's tough. But again, we just need to regroup and go again, and hopefully we can change our fortunes come next Tuesday in the league and push up towards those playoff spots and make sure we're pushing away from the lower end of the table.
And as players, is that something that you relish, the fact that the games are coming thick and fast, that you're not waiting another week for a game, that you get the opportunity to put the wrongs right quickly? Yeah,
I think we know that is it can quickly turn in football, and the fact that we've got another game in 4 days, obviously if we go and win that game, suddenly the sun's shining and the rainbows are coming out, but we've got to make sure that we figure out and make sure we take responsibility as players, that it wasn't good enough on the pitch, for a period of that game, not just that 12 minutes, but as I said, we got ourselves into a good position and we didn't end up taking the 3 points, which is fortunate, and as we can see, that's why, Ayr are atop the table. They got three chances, and when they on top of the game, they took those chances. So it's frustrating, but we move on to Saturday and hopefully we can get a good result there.
Gal, thanks for your time and
Cheers, Sean.
honesty.